So we're just going to get started, and we'll kind of go from there. If you guys have questions, please put them in the comments. Just know I won't get to them until the end, and then we'll kind of go from there. So my name is Krystle Greene, and welcome to Miracle Moments. Again, we're trying to do this twice a week. It's turned out really great. I hope that you guys caught Tuesdays. Our beautiful Melly, she did an amazing job, and that will be up on YouTube with a recording. I just had a couple technical difficulties, and so I'm finally past that, I think, and I should be able to have them up today. Um, so like I said, my name is Krystle Greene. I'm a managing director here with the Super Patch Company. I've been here since April. My team is at 300 today, which is super
Wow.
exciting. Yes, so we're doing a little party here. It has definitely been a rewarding last 5 months, and we're just getting started. So we decided to start doing these miracle moments to have an opportunity to do just like a power hour, but something a little bit more for us. I feel like every time we get together, we hear more miracle moments, like things that happen when the patches got put on or when you've been out and about and just talking to people and building your team. And so we really love what we're doing. Today's topic is how to build your business quickly. I've got 10 tips for you. I don't know that it's going to take up our entire hour, so we're going to go with the flow. It's definitely a great time to take notes. Whether or not you're new or you've been here for a little while. And these, like I said, I'm just still welcoming people in, you guys. These are some tips and trips I've learned along the way. And like I said, I've been here for 5 months. In less than 2 months, we built our team to managing director. I already have another managing director underneath because she's taken this duplicatable system, made her own, and has just done incredible things. You guys, we've got many directors and team leaders and so on in our downline already of just 300 people because we have implemented a lot of the things that we've been talking about on Miracle Moments, but also what we're going to talk about today. So, all right. So number one tip today would be have a plan. Have a plan. Create a DMO, which is a method of operation, daily method of operation, DMOs, bare minimum. It's your bare minimum of what you're going to do for your business every single day. Okay. And I've talked a lot in the past, if you've been on any of my trainings in the past, of DMOs, because for me, I am a list maker. I need to make sure that I have a plan every single day. And so on my DMO, part of that would be to do my blimp system, which I've taught on as well. I check in with my team. I check in with my customers and my potentials. I do any follow-ups that need to happen. I work on my social media platform, as that's my biggest network. And then I have miscellaneous things that I do, like reaching out to someone new that day, or checking into my back office and writing down my numbers. That's something that I do. I write my numbers down. And so those are some things on a DMO. There's also a DMO checklist. If you're not sure and you don't want to Google, you can go into the Miracle Workers group, and that checklist is right in there. If you just type in DMO, you'll see one. I believe it was Sandra who posted that. So that's awesome. The other thing too is learning the comp plan. Have a plan means learning the comp plan. You need to know what your goal is here. So if your goal here is to work your way up the comp plan, reach the bonuses, promote, so on and so forth, adults, this is our business. It's our job to learn what we want in this company. And so learning the comp plan and building your goals around it is essential. I knew where I wanted to be, how fast I wanted to hit it, what my realistic goal was, what my superpower goal was, like my superhero goal was, like what I wanted to do and how fast I wanted to do it. But I had to study that comp plan. I had to learn, I had to dive deep into the things so that I could take that and create my DMO and a plan around what I want to achieve here. So number 2 is stop spamming your product and link everywhere. Stop spamming your product, your link, the company name, all of that everywhere. You are taking the entire need for a conversation away when you give them all the resources right away to just go dig and assume. Okay. And so what I call that is repulsion marketing. And what we want is attraction. marketing. We want to attract people towards what we offer. And when we info dump, or we constantly plaster our links for them to just go and make their own assumptions, or perhaps, purchase just a $50 kit when they could come in with one of our launch kits, that comes in the conversation. And so none of us like to get a spammy message. none of us like those spammy messages. So what we can do instead is we can create curiosity and provide value. You can become, instead of sending those messages that are like, hey, here's my link, here's something I think you'll like, here's what I'm doing, sign my business, join the opportunity, and cramming all of that down their throat. Instead, what you could be doing is you could become the go-to person on a topic. Okay. So what I've done out of being consistent over the years and such is I have made many intentional posts to become an expert in my field. And the expert I've become is how to inspire and encourage people. Okay. And there's nothing fancy about that. There's nothing there's no product that I had to learn to sell. It was all about building and being intentional about being someone that people could rely on. And so when I came to Super Patch, the authority of this person is already someone who cares genuinely about other people. And this person is someone who's going to give me good feedback and tell me, give me good suggestions and such of what I can use. That came effortlessly because people already knew who I was, so I was already, if I talk about something, they already know that I'm being genuine or authentic about it. And so, for instance, becoming an expert in my field. So I've posted, obviously, about our super patches, and I've had friends that have had issues with COVID and flu and such already this year, where they were trying different pharmacy products and different things that just weren't helping. Their doctor couldn't figure out things to help with, and they came to me and asked me for patches. They came to me because they knew that I was the go-to person. I was an expert in my field. Okay. Another thing would be curiosity posts that drive the interest for them to come to you for questions. So not just a post of a patch, right? Not just a post of the packaging that the patch comes in, or a post with just your link on it. You wouldn't walk up to someone in person and say, here's a package, and just walk away. You want to have something that draws curiosity. So when someone sees you and they see you have your patch on you visibly, and they ask, hey, what's that patch? You guys, my 8-year-old did this yesterday. My 8-year-old came home yesterday from school and she says, Mom, one of the pairs at school is interested in the super patch. What can I say to them? My 8-year-old. What can I say to them? And I said, well, you just give them mommy's card and tell them to call in. But it was beautiful because it's curiosity marketing. Hey guys, if you're on, can you please mute? Sorry, I'm not sure who's not muted. I'm just going to mute a couple people here. I'm sorry. All right. So she came home to me and asked me a question that I didn't mean to use my daughter as advertisement, but it worked, and so bringing people in, getting them to ask questions, not just sharing pictures of the packaging or your link, sharing a picture of you with the patch or something you're doing with the patch is always going to drive more attention and curiosity your way. I'm going to tell you guys, when you look happy, people want to know why. People want to know why. Okay. And nowadays, people just stop building relationships. And so this gives you an opportunity to get into a conversation with them, build genuine conversations, and really find out and dig deep about, excuse me, just 1 minute. I need to breathe. I'm still undergoing some illness, you guys. So just please bear with me. I'm going to mute and just cough for a minute. Okay. So start genuine conversations with people. If you're putting up a curiosity post or one of those interaction posts, we're talking just networking on social media platforms for right now. If you're doing that, please respond back to people. If you're saying, hey, who struggles with anxiety? And then you get 10 people that comment. I see this all the time. and then you never say anything to them, you're doing yourself and them a disservice. You have to follow through with that action, right? You have to implement it. And so people want to feel loved, and they want to feel heard and they want to feel cared about. And when you have the authentic, genuine relationship building conversations where you can get into discovery to find out exactly, what it is that they're needing, you'll be able to do that. And something I often find is that people love to support where they feel supported. So that's another thing where you become an expert in whatever that is. And again, you can be just an expert motivator and people will still come to you for that. Okay. Um, okay. So number three is to launch or relaunch your business. I know some of you have only been here a day, a week, a month, a year, whatever it is, but it's never a bad idea to either do a launch party or relaunch your business. Have a meeting, host a Zoom call, talk about it. You guys, so often people are afraid to talk about their business. We have a business here. If you're here and you're here during this meeting today, it's because you're building a business. And if you had a brick and mortar business, when I owned a cafe, when I ran a gym, I was never afraid to say, check out the menu, check out our specials, hear what we're doing for this personal training package, do this, do that. I was never afraid to talk about my business. Don't be afraid to talk about your business. And so if you haven't done a launch party, if you haven't done something where you've launched your business, let me suggest what some people have started doing. Invite people over for the Tuesday night calls. Sit them down in your living room, a dining room table, serve them a snack, and say, watch this for a half an hour, and then do demos with them. And just say, I just want to show you something. Can I please just show you something? And it doesn't have to be sales. It doesn't have to be you cramming the opportunity or the products or the technology in itself down their throat. It's just literally, I'm really excited about what I'm doing. Can I show you what I'm doing? Can I show you what I got into here? I'm so excited about it. I just want to show. I just want to share. Okay. Host a rewatch party. You can host, you can do this, like I said, in a non-pressure way. Just remember that you're giving them information to make an educated decision on their health and wellness. All you're doing is providing information. That's it. The ball is in their court afterwards. We don't chase people. We don't need to. We don't have a product that has to be all glamified. We don't have a product that needs a sales pitch. We don't have a product that we need to convince people of. All we have a technology that you just slap it on and you show people it works. So do that. Tip number 4, personal development. You were not born with the knowledge to run a business. You have to plug in every single day. Never stop learning. You guys, getting good at something requires practice. Yes, even the people at the top, even Steve, learns daily. He learns daily. He educates daily and he learns daily, which is beautiful. So if you find yourself asking, or if you find yourself saying things like, I don't know anyone, I'm not good enough, I don't have a following, she's done this longer, that person knows more, they have more connections, stop. Stop. We all have the same resources. We all have the same beautiful training and sessions and paperwork and all the things laid out for us. Okay. So you've got 2 choices. You can either give it your all or wonder why you're not growing. Okay. And so personal development comes in play when it comes to that. And so, sorry, I need to just breathe. Okay. Thank you for your grace. I appreciate all of you. If you've got a dream here and you truly want to do something phenomenal here, you owe it to yourself to give it everything you've got. If you're trying to grow here and you're not sure where to start watching people who are succeeding now. Follow the leaders. It's like they say the game. Follow the leaders that are succeeding now. Follow the people that are coming up and showing up. Do what they're doing. Get in and plug in to the calls, to the meetings, to your back office. We all have a ton of resources back there. Okay. Find people who possess the habits, the traits, the strategies, the mindset of everything you want to be, and do that. We all have the exact same resources. Like I said, no one is better than the next person. And I speak for all the leaders that are here. And that's not titleship, you guys. That's like everyone running here that's a leader. Okay. I speak for us all when I say that every single one of us is here to pour out free value to you daily. Free value to you daily. I don't know of any other club that I only have to pay $90 a month, that I get a big old discount on stuff I love. I get to meet with people every single day if I want it. I've got countless learning and personal development opportunities and the ability to earn money for just $90 a month and build a whole business out of it. I think that's just a beautiful thing that we have. Excuse me. When you make time for personal development, you're making time, or you're making your goals a priority, right? When you take time out of your day to grow, and that's not just in business development. I didn't say business development. I said personal development. Because truly, to be a people for people, or be a person for people, right? You have to be able to build up to who you want to be. So there's things you can do. You can obviously get into the miracle moments, right? Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can do super success with Steve. Those are amazing 15-minute calls, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can do our Monday night Zooms when we have those for our team. You can get on Tuesday opportunity calls. You guys, personal development comes in hearing the stories, building your spirit and your soul, listening to the opportunity over and over and over so that you can hear how to say it. If you're not sure on what to say, then if you listen to the opportunity call over and over and over again, you're going to hear it. Read the resources in the back office, get in inspirational videos, books, songs, whatever it takes. Study top leaders, Google research, ask questions, get to events. You guys, we have an amazing event coming up in Florida soon. I'm really hoping that I'm going to see you guys there. It's not just for founders. Listen, that's just the breaking point. That's like the tip of the iceberg. It's everyone. The more people we can get in there, the more community we can get together, we're going to shake that whole resort. They're not going to know what's coming. The amount of love that's going to pour out of that room is going to be amazing. Host meetings, get together with some of your team, if not just for patching people, but to build community. Community. People on my team, you guys know, right? They're nodding, right? We are all about community. We are all about building each other up. It's not about who's the best at sales, who's the best at demos, who's the best at recruiting. It's about pouring value into each other daily so that we all succeed and we all feel loved. One moment. Thank you. Okay, number 5, be accountable. Be accountable. Show up on time for calls. Show up on time for events and Zooms. Show up with your face on camera. If you can't be on camera, turn your camera off. Okay? Christy, I just see your whole camera turned down. I love it. Sorry. Turn your camera on, you guys. We want to see your face. We want to see your face. Granted, I threw on a little makeup today, but any other day, I mean, I've been coming on here a hot mess. People don't care. They just want to see you. We just want to see your face, okay? Follow up with people. Don't ask questions if you're not going to interact with this is to your network. But then on the other side of, don't ask questions if you're not coachable. If you're refusing to be someone that wants to learn, if you're refusing to be, and it is a refusal, you guys, because we all have a choice. We can choose to be coachable or we can choose to shut our mind off. Okay. And so all of you are very coachable. You're here. That tells me you're coachable. You're here, or you're watching the replay later. You're coachable. Okay. Try to find the answers first yourself. This is your business. Now, I know sometimes we feel like we're lost and the only people that have the answers is like anybody, you consider leadership or Carrie and Steve, right? But it's not true. The answers are everywhere. The answers are in your back office. The answers are in a Google search. The answers are in a Facebook search. The answers are in a Facebook group. The answers are in having conversations, in learning, in repetitive action. The answers are out there. You just have to be willing to look for them. And of course, if you struggle, ask. This one is going to rub some people the wrong way. And I normally, when I say something a little controversial, I run it past my leaders. Don't worry, Teresa, there's no cuss words. We're good so far. Get active for your leaders. I know I just said something that made you guys, some of you go, what? Because most people don't say, get active for your leaders. I'm asking you to be accountable for the leadership that pours value into you daily. I told you earlier, I don't know of another membership, another club that I get to join that, number one, it brings my quality of life through the roof. It puts me in a community of people that love on me. It gives me literally multi-million-dollar leaders, earners, leaders that have done this before, that pour out free value to me. Get active for your leaders. It is $90 a month on an auto ship, and the amount of value, coaching, time, attention, dedication, community that is poured out to you for $90 a month is unmatched anywhere. I think some of you tithe more than that at church, and God's leading this mission, so come on, right? Okay. So what I wrote down was why get active. And I wrote this down because I want to read it. So bear with me. You have world-class leadership offering you tens of thousands of dollars in free membership and mentorship and coaching every single month for just $90. Think of it as a membership that gives you a discount on a product you love, an opportunity to make money, and experts to show you how to do it. Get active for your leaders. Be accountable. You guys, often we get into leadership, and I know that many of us feel this, and even if you have a team of one, even if it's just you, we're needy. We're needy people, okay? Even if you're just starting out. And we get in and we think this person needs to show me exactly how it's done. But we have all the resources available to us. We just have to hold ourselves accountable to finding it. 1 second. Thank you for bearing with me. Number 6, take action. Take action. Do your DMOs. Create the DMO. Stand by it. Get involved. You guys, you can't just come into training, and you can't just get into a coaching call and read all the material and succeed. You have to implement what you learn. It's useless unless you use it. Not sure how to structure your day? Well, there's ways you could figure that out. We have lots of resources in our groups, in our back office, in our coaching calls that we've had. But of course, you can ask, you can listen, you can plan, you can Google. Carrie loves Google. All right. Number 7, talk to people. Reach out to people you know who have a like mindset. Melly talked about this. Get involved with people you want to work with. Call up people you love. Call up your best friends, you guys. Leave the ball in their court. Just give them the information and say, you know what? Like, I would feel really awful. And you know what the truth is? I would have felt really awful. Imagine a world that I came in to this incredible company with an incredible opportunity where I flew through the comp plan and I never told my closest friends about it. Could you imagine that? I didn't pressure my friends. I didn't have to spam their inbox and send them a scripted message or a whole bunch of videos or get back to this video or that. I may have invited them to a Zoom if they were interested, but I didn't get them there. I said, hey, I found something I fell in love with. I found something that I genuinely know is it. Excuse me. And I can't imagine a world without me showing you that this is here. I just talked to them. I just had real conversations. That is what network marketing is. It's not spamming people. It's not getting into their messenger and begging them for a sale. It's not highlighting every time they buy from you and breaking their trust. It's not, putting them into a group where you have, all these testimonies without talking to them first. That's spamming. That's spamming, right? We have conversations with people because we don't have a product that we have to glamify. We don't have to do that. Okay, so just have conversations. Number 8, said it again. I'm going to say it again. Use the resources available to you. And if they're not available to you, or you can't find what you're looking for, make it. One moment. Thank you all. I'm sorry. If they're not available to you or you can't find it, make it. Research. Get into your back office. If you don't know how to use the back office, figure it out. Get back there and spend an hour playing with the back office. That's how all of your leaders figured it out. If you don't have a graphic and you see someone made a new one, ask to use it, or figure out how to make one. That's how all of your leaders figured it out. If you don't understand something, research it or ask questions. Okay. We have lots of questions, or we have lots of resources available to us. I'll list them off again, you guys. But we've got the Bubble Up app with demos. So if you're not sure on how to do a demo, I promise you by the time you read or watch a few of those, you will. Okay. You've got amazing patch stories. Our very own vice president here, Teresa Perry, she created that group for you guys. She runs that group, you guys. It's a whole testimony group. It's a referral building group, you guys. Referral building group. But you have to use it. You have to use it. And we're going to talk about the amazing patch stories. That's actually our Tuesday call. I just thought of it, so I'm writing it down. We're going to talk about how to utilize that group. Because that is a group that's sitting there and it's not being valued. It's a free resource from your leaders. Did you hear that? It's a free resource that helps you build your customer base, helps you build your team, helps you share the testimonies with people, and it's not being utilized. So join on Tuesday for that. Okay, so we have that one. We have Miracle Workers. We have My Business, My Super Patch Business. We've got the onboarding website. We've got the onboarding code now that the corporate has made. You guys, we have Google, we have search, Facebook search. And if we have the easiest duplicatable system in the world, the easiest. I've been doing this over 10 years and I've never been in a company, number 1, that I was able to grow to the top in less than 2 months. Number 2, that has the community like we have. And number 3, that has a system. You don't have to fib. You don't have to fake it. You don't have to glamify it. You can do it in your PJs. If you want to be on camera in your PJs, you can literally just share the technology and it works. Our system is so duplicatable. Excuse me. Use testimonies. Get them on the opportunity calls every Tuesday night or Tuesday. And again, if you don't have a graphic, make one. Reach out to your leaders for support. These are all resources to you. 3-way calls. 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to edit the heck out of this. 3-way calls. These are not utilized as often as they should be. You guys, you do not need to be a super closer. You do not need to be the best recruiter. You do not need to be the best salesperson. You don't even need to know all the ins and outs of this technology, this product, this company, nothing. If you're speaking from heart, you're being intentional with your actions, and you're getting people in with people who excel in those areas, you're going to grow. That's why you have leadership here. Number 9, provide value. I talk about this a lot. Value is the number 1 thing that I pour out. Anytime I feel like I'm not being the best leader, or, you get into your head, right? Anytime I feel like I've not done enough, I think about all of the free value I pour onto my team every single day. I pour out to my network. I pour out to my friends and family, to strangers. I pour out a lot of value. This is value. And it's not for profit, you guys. We'll grow because we're showing up. Our business will build that way. But I pour value. I strive to add value to at least one person's life every day. Encouraging posts, real life conversations, inspiration, success coaching. For my platform on social media, the reason I grew so big on my platform is because I created a place that reflected who I wanted to be. I nurtured it every single day. I poured into it as much love as I do with like literally my own family. I showed up consistently every day. In regard to your team, okay? And you could put something in your demo or your DMO, excuse me, every single day to remind yourself, hey, post something inspirational, post something that's going to motivate someone, send someone a happy message. You can do those things. It doesn't just have to be business related, right? Excuse me. In regard to your team, lead by example. If your team's not showing up, it's because you're not showing up. Okay. And I hear you. I know some of you are going, but I show up. You got to show up in different ways then. You got to figure out your team. These are your people. You got to learn. You got to have conversations. You got to build a community within them. Host trainings. That does not mean you have to get on a Zoom, you guys. That does not mean you have to put together a whole training plan. Sit down and look at the back office together. Sit down and watch demos together. Do the demos on each other. Practice. Hosted miracle workers. You guys, if you are a team leader and above, I expect to see inspiration from you in these chats, in these groups, in these Zooms, in our miracle workers every Tuesday night. I'm telling you now, if it is possible, I am telling you. And I say team leader and above, I really expect everyone, if I'm being honest, but since I see a few people, you know, on my screen that are team leader above, I'm just going to say it, right? Like, I want to see you there. You're a leader here. If you're a team leader, that means you at least have 6 people under you. Those are 6 people looking for guidance and support. 6 people that may not know about this call right here. 6 people that may not have gotten into the groups yet, or that you didn't nurture enough yet. And it's not a bad thing. You can get in there and you can replenish that relationship and you can build from now. But now that you hear it, it's just like our tech. Now that we know we have to go with it, now that you know and you're aware, you got to wake up, you got to do some stuff about it. If you want to build here, it's not just about expecting someone to get active. Now I'll speak to leadership, right? It's not just about saying, hey, team, show up for your leaders. It's about leaders, show up for your team. If you expect these people to get active, then pour into them daily. Show up how you wish they're showing up. Excuse me. Show them how to find the answers. This leads me to be buildable. Number 10, be buildable. Are you buildable? Ask yourself, are you buildable? Are you running? Are you supporting your team? Are you showing up to calls? Are you asking questions? Are you talking about the technology? Are you wearing the technology? Are you a team player? Are you coachable? When you come and you ask for questions, are you showing up ready to receive the answer, even if it's maybe something you don't want to hear? You need to be buildable here. In network marketing, it's a beautiful community, and you can come in and you can hang out and you can make some income and you can make some great friends and you can use some great products. But the beautiful bright side of it is you could really change your life here too. You could really turn this into a business that allows you to retire and spend time with your kids. You could turn this into a business that allows you to step away from a 9-to-5 you don't like, to add more income to your household, to retire your spouse, to put your kids through school, to pay for your medical bills, to buy the new car you want, to pay your bills in your house. Are you getting it? We have all of that here and we're able to build it. You have leadership and you have people here that come in and they're ready to build to the top. But you have to be buildable. You have to show up. You have to be someone willing to take it to the next level so that we can see we can structure on you. Thank you, guys. I'm not saying you have to show up and be the best salesperson. I'm not saying you have to even know anything about network marketing. You just have to show up and provide value. When I come into a company, you guys hear me out, okay? I'm going to give you a quick insight on myself. I know the value and the worth that I bring to the table from my experience, from the knowledge I've built over the years, from my passion, from who I am as an individual. But I also know that I have to prove that to people. I have to show that to my leadership so that they know I am someone that's buildable. If they're looking to extend and build their legs, if they're looking to place someone that needs a good home where they're going to be nurtured and loved and feel part of a community, I show up and I make sure they know that's me. I provide value and I continuously add out and show up and prove myself. I'm not telling you have to buy your way. I'm not telling you have to give them flowers. I'm not telling you have to mail them chocolates and you have to like show up every single day in that way. I'm saying just show up. Just be present. Be on these Zooms, like all of your beautiful faces right now. I see you. I know you're here. You're attentive. You're watching. You're listening. The value I'm pouring out to you, I know that you're taking and you're reflecting on. I can see it. That's enough for me to know you're buildable. You're here. You're showing up. If you're consistently showing up, asking questions, plugging in, talking about the opportunity, bringing people onto calls and events and three-ways and so on and so forth, you're buildable. If you're someone that is like, I don't know the answers, I don't know where to find it, I'm stuck, I'm not sure why I'm stuck, I'm just stuck, my leader never answers her phone, I'm going to think of like some random things. We don't have a lot of that here, but if that's how your mindset is, you got to switch your mindset. And that comes in personal development as well. Get out there, watch some personal development buildings of how to switch my mindset, take action in your own life to help correct that mindset, because you could get up every single day and you could complain about all the things that are wrong. Excuse me. I could stay in bed today, you guys. I could have canceled this morning. I put on makeup to try and hide the goop. I didn't, because I'm buildable. I'm showing up, not just for me, but for 300 other people. Not just for me, but for Carrie's 1,100 people. I pour value out to people that need it because I care. We run together. So make sure you're showing up. Encourage your fellow associates. It doesn't have to be someone on your team. Love on each other. Okay, I'm not saying show up on everyone's pages and comment constantly, you guys. I don't want you to mess up your network. I'm just saying show support. When you see someone celebrating a promotion or 5, when you see someone celebrating that they brought in a new person or 20, remember, this is your community. This is your family. These are your friends. These are your people. Celebrate with them. Remind people, show them when you show up in those comments, you guys, when people welcome people to our community and you show up in those comments, do you know how people feel? Because some people have either never been in network marketing and don't know what to do. Like this is like, what kind of place really loves on people like this? What kind of place really wants people to build up and thrive and live and survive and love what they're doing? We do. We have to remind them of that. We have to reflect what we say we are. Be a cheerleader. I promise you, if you implement all of these things, it'll play a role in you succeeding very quickly here or anywhere for that matter. But I am going to check the comments, and if anyone has anything they'd like to talk about, we're just going to go with go ahead and unmute if you have something relevant to what we just talked about. Thank you, Tiffany, for answering what a DMO is. You guys, a DMO is just your daily means of what you're going to do. Okay. It doesn't have to be a huge list. It's your bare minimum of what you're promising yourself. And if you can break promises to yourself, you need to get better at it. Okay. You don't break promises to yourself. Your livelihood, your future depends on what you choose, what you do. Okay. All right. Well, that's what I've got for you today.
Thank you so much, Krystle. You
Thank
did a
Teresa.
great job.
Krystle.
Thank you,
Tom.
Krystle.
Thank you, Christy. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay,
Thank
I
you,
love you all.
Krystle. You're an awesome woman and very motivational kind of person. We're blessed to have you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go rest. I hope that you guys have an amazing day. And I'll see you on Tuesday, or well, we'll see you soon. We'll see you in the chats.
Bye,
Bye, you guys.
Bye, love.
Bye, y'all.